see. How are you? Hi, everybody, on this Thursday night, 2025. Happy New Year. My gosh, where does the time go, right? So, anyway, welcome to the new year. It's going to be Jesus is alive in 25. First and foremost, Jesus is alive in 25 is my motto, my go-to theme, my sing this year. He was open door in 24 last year, and I kind of got that from church. But this year, for me, Jesus is alive in 25. So you're going to see that every time, and I'll probably say it every time. So, anyway, through the Midwest, north probably, snow, ice, and there's apparently more 2 to 4 inches this evening coming in of snow. So it's always wonderful to get, it actually really is, to get snow. I could do without the ice, but welcome the snow, So it's cold, really cold. Take care of your neighbors. Take care of your neighbors. So there's a few things this year. I'm going to stay with the Bible group or discussion that I do on here, and I'm going to keep doing it. And I think I have what I want lined up to go for my first series. So, and just going to do positive news. We're going to talk music, life, faith, family, career, health, positive news. So this isn't stay away from politics. That's the problem with the country is politics. So this isn't a political channel. So anyway, yeah, this is going to be a blessed year. It really is. And no matter what happens, God's in control. Amen. God's in control. So this is a good time if you're not a believer or if you haven't, thought about it. Maybe this is the year. Go to church. Look for churches. Pray on it. And plug into a church and get involved. There's groups at churches. Pretty much every group imaginable you can get at church. Find a church, a support group, a dinner group, a bowling group, you name it. Churches have got it. They have groups. And I'm blessed to be a leader in Celebrate Recovery, where I go at Faith there in Sunset Hills. If you're from here, know where it is. So it's been a blessing, and everyone in the group, everyone that comes. So it's definitely been a blessing. So, and I'm thinking about coming up with a new theme for this year, and I don't know. I'll play it. I don't know if I like it or not. I was just messing with it, but this is kind of what I thought about. It's not quite finished. I need to tweak it, but hopefully it's not too obnoxious. It's too twangy for me, that lead guitar. Hey, I'm just experimenting, trying to come up with a new theme for this year. Okay, it's in the works, but there it was. I'm thinking could be maybe my new theme for 2025, a new theme intro. So anyway, um, yeah, it's going to be um, an awesome year, no matter what happens. No matter what happens, it's going to be a good year, and a lot of blessings are going to be poured out. But just don't get involved in the world. Be in the world, not you know, not of the world, not what the world's doing. You see, that's why you see on the news all it is mostly negative. So I do nothing but positive news stories. So, um, happy New Year! Happy New Year! Hope you had a nice Christmas.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
All right. Hope you had a nice Christmas, and it was a blessed one. Got to see family, and yeah, it's going to be a really good year. Um, and I don't do New Year's resolutions because I never keep them. So I need to lose like 20 pounds. I got my winter weight on my hibernation weight. So, oh my gosh, man. Ay, ay, ay. But I'll get there though. This is the worst time of the season. This is the worst time of the year to eat. Most definitely. Oh my gosh. Ay, not good. This is definitely um the worst time of the year to eat. Oh man. Everything's so good. I got a smoker from my neighbor, bless his soul, and in exchange, I'm gonna stain his deck for him, and he got a bigger smoker. So now I've smoked like a chicken, a ham, and I'm telling you, it's steaks. I just did smoke some steaks. I'll probably never go back to charcoal grilling. I don't think I'll ever go back. So, man, oh man. So I'm getting into smoking, grilling, and maybe that'll be a topic this year, using a smoker. For those who think about getting a smoker, they're awesome, man. But yeah, it's something I'll do this year and probably be out there a lot, which is fine. So I just need to set myself up a grilling area. That's what I've been wanting to do for a long time. So anyway, that's in the works. And remember, I got the T-shirts, slick tees, and I do shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, plates, tumblers, mouse pads, coasters, totes, handbags, coffee mugs, water bottles, um, stuff like that. So if you need something made, go to msavio66.wix.com/life skills for life and spell the whole thing out. I need to take a lot more pictures because I have more stuff made, doing the craft shows, and I'm going to hopefully, once I get this pay period, it's at, I believe, at Crestwood. It's in Crestwood next month at the community center in Crestwood there. So I'll post that on the 15th and 16th. So I'm hoping to I'm hoping to get into that craft fair, craft show, and so I really enjoy it. It's if you're looking for something and people make the neatest things. I really I've never seen anything like it. You know that people have such talent. And if you're looking for gifts, you're looking for something, go to craft shows and support. A lot of them are just side gigs. They turn them into their own little business, like I did. You know, it's just something on the side. Um, you know, so yeah, I expanded just from shirts. So I thought it would be a good idea, you know, to kind of do a little bit of variety of gifts and different things that you can make or have something made or, you know, whatever. So I got that going. So anyway, tonight, yes, tonight we are going to talk about careers for 2025. And so if you're still thinking about what do I want to do, what jobs and what careers are going to be needed for the year, if it's not nursing or something medical, man, you know, there are other careers definitely out there. So, um, check into your local community college and your universities to get more information about these careers and talk to the counselor. All right, and get as much information as you can. So that's this evening's broadcast. That we're just going to go down the list in no particular order of careers for 2025. And I don't know, some might be the same as last year, but anyway, I don't know. But so here's careers in 2025. If you're going to college or you've been in college or you're not quite sure what you want to focus on, well, here's some ideas. Look these up and do your research. Like I said, check them out. So we have nuclear engineers. And while there are no new large scale nuclear plants being built in the US, big tech companies are looking for SMRs, small modular reactors, to power their AI data centers. All right, the power needed for artificial intelligence is expected to double over the next 3 years and reach 96 gigawatts. These data centers require an enormous amount of power. Now, while salaries can fluctuate quite a bit across the US, the median annual wage nationally is around 125,000 a year. And that's not bad. And this job requires a bachelor's degree in nuclear engineering, followed by a graduate degree. State license may be required, as well as passing score on 2 exams and work experience to get your hands, get your feet wet and get in there. And you might have to um sorry, something fell. So that is nuclear engineers. And let's see, our next one coincides with that, what we're just talking about, is artificial intelligence project managers. All right. Now, an AI project manager is similar to any other project manager, except that they work with overseeing the life cycles of an artificial intelligence project. It involves scoping new projects, managing planning activities, allocating resources, assessing risks, tracking budgets, communicating with stakeholders, and leveraging other AI tools and techniques to ensure project success. This is a new job. Um, it's a new job that hasn't. It's coming up that they're going to need AI project managers. So yeah, AI. You need to be careful though with AI. All right. So since it's a new career, and there are many factors that seem to be impacting the salary, including location and the scope of the AI projects being worked on. So salaries as low as 100,000 and as high as 220,000 a year. You'll need a foundation in project management, including managing schedules, resources, people skills, of course, and people. And you'll also need to understand the unique risk associated with failed AI projects and regulations and stay current on a rapidly evolving compliance environment. Now, the skills needed to manage AI projects are different because the same AI prompt might give you a different answer tomorrow than it does today. It's a role that requires a lot of flexibility and a mastery of data analysis. Most AI project managers have a bachelor's degree, but it's so new, it's hard to say what degree you're going to need as far as if a degree. So, something to look into. And we have caretakers, memory care, elder care, child care workers all take care of others who are not capable of taking care of themselves. This may involve working at a designated facility or traveling to individual homes to check on patients or stay with patients for an extended amount of time. Most news sources say that anywhere from 65% to 90% of companies will return to the office by the end of 2025. So that comes a need for someone to watch over the elderly, the sick, and the young. So, with fewer remote jobs available, many will have to ultimately decide to return to an office, get a career, or, you're not going to be able to do both. So, I think with President Trump, you're going to have to get back to work. I don't know that things are going to be different. I guess things are, but who knows? Like I said, I'm not political. I try not to get and follow. I'm a non-political person. But anyway, I just vote who I think. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I don't affiliate with any political nothing. So anyway, enough none of that for me. So that's another day, another time. Okay. So most of these positions are hourly jobs from anywhere from $15 to $20 an hour to start. Just check on that. And most of these roles only require a high school diploma. So you might have to pass a background check, which you probably have to do, and have to complete a certification program, such as a certified dementia practitioner, a CDP, for memory care, or ECE, which is early childhood education for looking after children. All right. So this is a compensation analysis. Compensation analysts analysis analysts research, analyze, and implement pay structures. They study market trends, conduct salary surveys, and evaluate jobs to ensure employees are paid competitively. Secondly, and with the economy, as it really needs to rebound. All right. And since the pandemic, that just threw everything still. I think we're still feeling it from the pandemic that was deliberately. Oh, sorry. I'm not a conspiracy theorist either. Anyway, back up, rewind. Okay. So, anyway, compensation analysts will play an important role this year in determining pay structures that align with budgets and legal regulations. The average salary and compensation is 80,000 a year. Not bad. 80 a year. Most analysts have a bachelor's degree in finance, human resources, or business. It's also a good idea to gain experience in human resources. Now, if you're just starting out, you can look for an HR assistant or payroll specialist roles to get in, to kind of start, to focus and get the experience in. And then you can move on from there. So anything you can do to start off a year or two of maybe HR and getting familiar, the better it's going to be for you. And maybe even with your experience, higher pay, with your experience. And this is urban farming and vertical farming specialists. Now, we definitely are behind other countries in urban and vertical farming because of how much space we have to grow crops on large scales without doing it. So, over the past few years, more and more of our food has been imported. Back in 2023, nearly half of our vegetable, fruit, and nut imports came from Mexico. Look it up, but this is, So, urban farming and jobs such as agronomists will be on the rise. So, this you can make anywhere from 25 an hour working on an urban farm to 80,000. All right. And we always need truck drivers to take goods, across the country and things like that, your UPS and your truckers and companies. So hopefully if imports decline and we stop getting screwed by other countries, okay. So we still got to move stuff around the country, right? So most states require you're 21, you got a good driving record, you got to go to truck driving school and get your CDL, commercial driver's license. And you might have to pass a dot physical and clear a background check. All right. So, and this is artificial intelligence security architects. Now, AI security architects design, implement, and maintain security frameworks for generative systems. You make sure AIs are secure, compliant, and protected against threats, viruses, or hacking, or whatever, I guess. This is a fairly new job. So, really, not much is known about it. And it may pay around 135 a year, thousand a year. Now you have to have usually a bachelor's degree in computer science, engineering, or another IT type field. Okay. And you might need an MBA in IT management. And they require technical and analytical skills, but a deep knowledge of industry regulations and experience. All right. And some of these jobs, It's a CISSP or CISM certification. Look it up. Sorry, it didn't tell me what those stand for, but there's certifications. You got to take classes, stuff like that. And these are cyber security specialists, and they cyber threats. Man, my computer got hacked when I was on vacation in Florida. What a mess. What a mess. What a pain. Couldn't believe it. So, anyway, the need for professionals who can safeguard digital infrastructure is on the rise. Definitely. Cybersecurity specialists are the backbone of your modern IT systems. All right. And they protect sensitive data and preventing breaches that could cost companies millions. All right. So, yeah, there's so much of that fraud and companies. And I heard, what was it? China got into the treasury, I believe, or something. I don't see. It's a mess. So, you're a cybersecurity analyst, you're an ethical hacker, information security manager. So, you need to know about cybersecurity frameworks and protocols. The also, the CISSP certification, Certified Information System Security Professional. What a title. What a certificate. Or CEH, which is a Certified Ethical Hacker. And experience with threat detection and incident response. So you can make roughly anywhere from 90,000 a year to 150,000 a year. So this is on the rise, is growing. So if not sure, here you go. This is a data scientist and analyst. So companies rely on data scientists and analysts to interpret complex information, identify trends, and make informed decisions. Now, these professionals play a critical role in shaping strategies and improving business outcomes. So, you're a data scientist, a business analyst, and a data engineer. So, you need strong statistical and analytical skills, proficiency in tools like SQL. I don't know what that is. Tableau, TABLEAU, and Python. I don't know what any of those are. Look them up more. That's why I say do more research on these. Okay. If any of these sound like a career that you might want to get into, please do look it up. Get as much information as you can on it. So, data scientists enjoy higher salaries, and you can earn from about 100,000 a year. And because companies and organizations are prioritizing data. So it's always going to be around, it's going to be stable, you're going to be able to grow, and opportunities in other industries. So this is something that is going to definitely be on the rise, and they're going to be needing these folks, data scientists and analysts. And this is renewable energy technicians. Now we're using more sustainable energy. The renewable energy sector is starting to boom. So solar and wind energy technicians are at the forefront of the green revolution? I don't know. Ensuring that the maintenance and efficiency of renewable energy systems. So you're a solar panel technician, a wind turbine technician, an energy efficiency specialist. So your technical skills in electrical systems and renewable energy technologies, certifications in solar or wind energy systems, problem solving and repair expertise. So this you will start off with about 56,000 a year. So I'm sure there's salary growth there also, you know, like anything. And this is software developers. So they design, build, and maintain applications that power the digital world. So with the continued growth of technology, e-commerce, and mobile apps, developers are essential for meeting consumer and business needs. So you're going to be a front end developer, a back end developer, and full stack developer, which I don't know what any of those are. That's why look it up, research more on all of this. So proficiency in programming languages, JavaScript, Java, Python, which I've never heard of Python programming, but I might have to look it up and just see what the heck it is. And an experience with frameworks like React and Angular, which I don't know what those are. So, and problem solving and debugging skills. And you're going to make a pretty good amount to start, from anywhere from 110,000 a year to 140,000 a year. And this you get quite a bit of flexibility. You can do remote work and technologies, you know. So also mental health professionals, which I think we need definitely more of. And the demand for counselors and therapists is definitely on the rise, definitely. So virtual health platforms have made mental health services more accessible, creating new opportunities for professionals in the field. So you're going to be like a virtual counselor, a licensed therapist, or a psychiatrist. You need empathy and strong communication skills. Got to know how to talk to people, not at people, and listen. Certifications and licenses in mental health counseling, familiarity with telehealth platforms. All right. Now, it doesn't really state the salaries because I guess it's different everywhere depending on where it is or where you work, I guess. So there's really no specific salary for it. You have to, talk to someone who already is, you know, talk to a counselor and ask them, get information. That's why research and talk to the counselor, the college, and ask them, you know, about this stuff, and get as much information as you can. All right. And this is a logistics and supply chain manager. And e-commerce is on the rise in global trade. Logistics professionals are crucial for ensuring efficient supply chains. From sourcing materials to delivering products, logistics managers play a vital role in keeping businesses running smoothly. So, you're a supply chain manager, a logistics coordinator, and a warehouse manager will fall under that. and you're going to need inventory knowledge and management and logistics software. You need organization and planning skills and supply chain optimization. And these also have competitive salaries, but I guess they're it's going to depend on where, and it's going to depend on the company, I guess. So the salaries, I'm not sure they're really in stone or they can really say, because it varies so much in this profession. But look it up, and that's why I talked to a counselor from the college. Maybe they can give you um, roughly what the salaries are if they have that information. And of course, educational professionals. Oh my. We need teachers, good role model teachers, paraprofessionals. We need in our education system. Special education and teachers and instructional designers are essential to help the kids become, more efficient in society and life. It's just very, very important, and it's a big. I tell you, from being in education 7 years now, it's a blessing every day, and you know, and with the technology and with the AI, and I think um, we really need teachers and counselors in education, definitely. So if there's something that's might be calling to you, definitely look into it. Being a teacher, education. So you could be like a STEM educator, special education teacher, instructional designer. I mean, there's so many jobs in education, different type of jobs, even from HR to, I mean, everything, you know. So you definitely need your communication and teaching skills. Certifications, your teaching certification depends on state to state, I guess, and your learning platforms, because there's quite a few learning platforms out there that school districts will, um, adopt to use. So you got to learn and take and you know on that. Construction managers, skilled construction managers are needed to oversee large scale projects. These professionals ensure that projects are completed on time, within budget, and to the required quality standards. So you're going to be a construction project manager, a site supervisor, and an estimator. And you're going to need experience with project management and budgeting, knowledge of construction methods and safety protocols, and strong leadership and organization skills, because it's, yeah, construction. It's, you need to, yeah. So you can make anywhere from 95,000 a year to 120,000 a year. Okay. So like I said, none of these are set in stone, but just a rough estimated, roughly about what they, you might salary might be. Don't go on what I'm telling you, but because it could be different everywhere. It could be different. So, and an elevator technician. This is bringing in a median salary of about 102 to 105,000 a year. So you might need to be on call for 24 hours. working in tight spaces because the elevator, you need to crawl up in. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of elevators, but yeah. So both elevator and escalator technicians, you need a high school diploma and an apprenticeship before getting licensed to start working. All right. So this is power plant operators. Let me see, make sure I didn't repeat that because I know there was, I think that was energy or something like that. Okay. Okay. Could have been with energy. Where are we? And you generate and distribute electricity, make about 100,000 a year, and you could work maybe some long shifts, and you need a high school diploma, on the job training, and you need a license to work. So look into that and research that. And this is electrical power line installers and repairs. Now you can make about 85 to 86,000 a year, and you install and repair power lines that might get, like in storms or electricity. There's blackouts and things like that. I guess that's what you would do. So you might need to be out in this cold weather. So you need a high school diploma, complete an apprenticeship program, on the job training, probably too. So something to look into, power line installers and repairs. So, and aircraft mechanics and technicians. So this is about, I don't know, 75,000 a year to start. And you repair aircraft engines, electrical systems, and other equipment. And you need to complete an FAA approved program, pass the FAA exam, and you can take some of these classes probably in college. And as long as, I guess, you have, an associate's degree, I don't know. So that's something else to research if you even need a bachelor's or not. But definitely, working on aircrafts, planes, whatever, that's pretty much a hands-on classes on that, you know. And of course, railroad workers. You know, uh, usually a diploma, high school diploma, on the job training, and you can make about 74,000 a year to 75,000 a year to start. And it's responsibilities on the rails, including being a train conductor, engineer, or switch controller. Okay. Boiler makers make about 71 to maybe 75,000 a year. You got a high school diploma, completion of an apprenticeship, and boiler makers are responsible for installing and repairing boilers, closed vats, and other large vessels that contain gases or liquids. All right. And this is construction and building inspectors. You need to be familiar with codes. I guess you'll take classes, and to ensure construction projects are following all the rules and codes, and you start around maybe 65 to 70,000 a year, and you're going to need a high school diploma and construction related experience, and you got to get your license. All right. And this is stationary engineers and boiler operators. So you operate, maintain, and repair stationary engines, boilers, and mechanical equipment, and you can earn from 67 to 70,000 a year. You need a high school diploma, apprenticeship, on the job training, and maybe some license. Maybe get a certifications or some license involved. And this is electrical and electronics installers and repairers. All right. You'll make around anywhere from 65 to 70,000 a year, and need to use wireless networks, sensors, and smart diagnostics. You need a high school diploma, electronics, um, definitely an apprenticeship um, for this too, and probably electrical, like the trade school, probably wouldn't hurt. And this is wind turbine technicians. And you'll start about 62,000 a year. And this is going to grow between 60% by 2033. So this career is going to grow 60% by 2033. So you need a technical training program, a technical school, and extensive on-the-job training, and maybe even an apprenticeship or some kind or something like that. So something to look into that. Wind turbine technicians, something to look into. So, and that's it. So careers for 2025, you're still thinking, what do I want to do? New year, it's a new year, haven't decided yet. What do I want to do? So there's some careers there that might be good for you if you're interested, and call your colleges, your universities, like I said, and get all the information you can, and talk to the counselors at your college and get as much information as you can on these careers. So they're going to be around. So these are probably sound like in demand jobs and pretty stable jobs, stable careers. All right. So that's it from me. So happy New Year. Thank you. Please subscribe to lsfl4u YouTube channel, and I'll be back hopefully soon. I'll do some news and think of the topic for next topic, and of course the Bible discussion. I'm thinking about starting a series for that. So anyway, it's going to be a blessed year, and things are going to beyond your imagination that what God's going to do. All right. So anyway, stay warm, take care of each other, watch your neighbors and elderly, take care of one another. Let's change. Let's get back into this new year. Let's get away from the rat race world that we live in, and be decent to one another, right? So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. God bless, and I will be back soon. Like I said, I'll have with the news, and I'm really looking forward to this year. And remember, Slick Tees at msavio66.wix.com /life skills for life, and spell the whole thing out. You can look at some stuff. I got to take I got to take a lot of pictures because I've been making so much and I haven't updated. It's been crazy. So anyway, be careful out there in the snow and ice. So we'll see what it does tonight um, here. So take care. God bless. All right. And we'll see you soon. Good night. Be careful. God bless.